Good morning, boys and girls. Today we're going to be looking at our morning message. We're going to talk about onset rhyme. We're going to talk about reading with retell. And then we're going to do our math skill for today. Okay, so let's get started. Here we go. Good morning. Today will be a great day. Can you help me find the missing letter? Let's look at the first one. I see a picture of a cat, but I only have the letters C, T. Let's sound that word out. Cat. What sound am I missing? That's right, I'm missing the I sound. Great. What letter makes the I sound? A. Excellent job. So we're going to write that right there in the middle on the line. So now let's spell cat together. C-A-T. Great job. Let's look at the next one. I have a hand. Ooh, this one might be a little tricky because I hear some extra sounds in there. I'm used to words with only 3 sounds, but let's sound that word out. And. Ooh, I have to really stretch that word. Let's do it again. And. Ooh, well, I have the add. But my word's not had. What letter am I missing? Oh, let's see. And. Very good. You said in, and you were right. I'm missing the n sound to make the n. Very good. Next picture is a mug. Say that word with me. Mug. Great. I see UG. What does UG say? Ugh. Right. So what letter is missing? The M, because what sound does M make? Great job, boys and girls. Let's read these sentences. Stretch out words. Okay, when I look at these sentences, most of the words in here are going to be sight words. You should know those words because they are on your word wall in your classroom. But let's look at that. I see a sight word. Oh, this is a sight word. There's another sight word. Sight word. Sight word. But let's look at this last one. That one is not a sight word. So let's sound this word out before we even start reading. Ready? Here we go. Get those arms ready. Up. Sing it like a bird. Cup. And real fast like a rabbit. Cup. What's the word? Cup. Great job. So now let's go back and read this sentence. Look at the little blue cup. Great job reading. Let's look at our next one. Oh, this is a big word, but it is a sight word. So the first word is a sight word. Oh, that second word is a sight word. There's another sight word. Oh, I see one more sight word. But that last word, it's not a sight word, is it? So let's sound that word out. Get your arms ready. Ag. Let's sing it. Bag. And real fast like a rabbit. Bag. What's the word? Bag. Okay, now let's read our sentence together. Here we go. Where is my green bag? Excellent job. What kind of end mark is at the end of that sentence? A question mark. Good job. How did you know it was a question mark? Right. It looks like a question mark, I know. But you're asking a question. We're asking, where is my green bag? I don't know. Maybe we'll find it. Okay, let's look at our last sentence today. I see a sight word. Another sight word. That's a sight word. Sight word. Another sight word. The last word, not a sight word. So let's sound that word out so we can read our sentence fluently when we're ready. Here we go. At. Let's say that like a bird. Mat. And real fast like a rabbit. Mat. What's the word? Mat. Great job. Now let's read our sentence together. I am at the yellow mat. Good job. And what kind of end mark do I have at the end of this sentence? That's right. It's a period. Why did I use a period there instead of a question mark? Oh, because I'm not asking a question. Good answer. I'm not. I'm just telling you where I am. Great job, boys and girls. We're going to have a great day today, right? Because that's what it told us in our message. Good job. All right, so our word family today, or our rhyme for the day, is op. Let's look at this. O-P. When I see O-P at the end of the word, I know it's in the op family. That's called my rhyme. So let's look at the first part of the word, or my onset. Ready? If I put a k sound there, now let's blend this together. I have k, op. Put it together and I get cop. Very good. K is the first part, or the onset, and op is the rhyme. Very good. So if I have the word cop, I want to change the k to a t. What's my new word? Very good. You're right. The new word is top. Let's look at that and blend it together just in case you need a little help. Ready? We have t, op. What's the word? Top. What's the rhyme in that word? Op. Very good. Op is the rhyme. So what would the first part, or the onset, be? T. Great job. Now I have the word top, but I want to change that word and make a new word. So I'm going to change the t. So take away t, and we're going to put in p. Ooh, so now let's sound that out with p. We get p, op. What's my word? Pop. Excellent job. Last one. Here we go. I have the pop. I have p sound at the beginning, but I'm going to change that to h. So let's see what we get now. I change the p to h, and I get h, op. What's my word? Hop. Great job. This is called my rhyme. Every word that has the same rhyme at the end, hop, pop, top. Those words all rhyme with each other because they have the same sound at the end of the word. So our rhyme lets those words rhyme. Good job. Okay, now today we're going to read a book, and we're going to read about Wallykazam. How many of you like to watch Wallykazam on Nickelodeon? That's what I thought. I've got some Wallykazam fans here. Okay, so while we're reading the book, I want you to be listening very carefully and see if you can identify the characters in the story. Okay, think about the setting of the story, and then think of everything that's happening in here, because I promise there is a problem in the story. So let's see if you can figure out the problem and the solution to the story. How do they solve that problem? Ready? So we have Wallykazam Bath Party, and this is a step 1 reading book. Here we go. This is by Christy Webster and illustrated by David Van Tool. Okay, here we go. I'm going to sit it like this so I can read it. Gina Giant is having a party. Dragons love parties. Dragons also love mud. Norval is muddy. Muddy Norval wants to party. He needs to take a bath before Gina's party. Look at how muddy he is. He's really dirty, isn't he? Wally uses his magic stick to make a bathtub. Dragons do not like baths. Uh-oh, do you see a problem already? Wally holds up his magic stick. Wally makes the bathtub bounce. Bouncing baths are fun. Dragons still do not like baths. Norval hides. Gina wants Norval at her party. Wally has an idea. Wally uses his magic stick. He makes a band. Wally makes balloons. Wally makes bubbles. It is a bath party. Dragons love parties. Dragons even love parties in the bath. The end. Okay, so looking at this book, think about who are the characters in the story. Think for a minute. Great job. I heard Wally. He was in the story. Norval was in the story. And Gina. Great job. So we had 3 characters in our story today. Okay, so then what's the setting of the story? Were they in a house? No. Were they at school? No. Great job. They were outside, weren't they? They're outside in the woods because I can see trees back here to let me know that they're outside, huh? Okay, so what happened in our story? What's the problem? Right, Norval wanted to go to the party, didn't he? But he was all muddy and so he couldn't go until he was clean. And he doesn't like baths, right? So how did they solve the problem? Yeah, Wally made the bathtub, but then Norval still wouldn't get in the bath, right? Because he didn't like baths. So Wally made it into a party. He made bubbles and he had balloons and he had a band playing. So they were able to get Norval to take a bath because he got to have a party while he was doing it. Great job, boys and girls. So your assignment for today is to read a book at home to an older brother or sister or a mom, a dad, an aunt, an uncle, grandpa, grandma, whoever. Whoever will listen. And then I want you to tell them the story. Tell them the characters in the story. Tell them the setting of the story. And then tell them what happens in the story. Try to remember from the beginning all the way to the end. Okay? All right. Let's look at our math for today. Okay. This may be something that might be new for some of you. And for some, it's probably a review. But let's look at this. Today, we're going to be working on the base 10 blocks and trying to take a teen number and decomposing that teen number. Does anybody know what that word decomposing means? Okay, it means to break it down. So you're going to take that big number, that big teen number, and you're going to break it down into tens and ones, just like we're about to do over here using our tens and ones. So we're going to start on this side today, and then we'll move to the other side, okay? Let's look at our first one. This big stick right here, this is called a 10 rod. This is a tens rod. How many tens rods do I see right here? Right, I just see one rod. So that's 1 10. And then how many ones do I see? These are like little ones cubes. So let's see, how many ones do I have? 1, 2, 3. Good, so if I have 1 10 and 3 ones, that equals the number what? 13. Good job. That's equal to the number 13. Great. 1 10 and 3 ones. Okay, let's do the next one. I have a 10 rod. How many 10 rods did I have? Just one. So how many tens do I have? Good. I have 1 10. And then how many ones do I have left? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good job. I have 8 ones. So if I have 1 10 and I have 8 ones, what number does that make? 18. Very good. 1 10 and 8 ones is the number 18. All right, last one. I want you to try this one on your own before I say what it is, okay? Let's see if you can figure it out before I give you the answer. I'm going to give you just a minute to see if you can figure it out. Okay, how many tens rods do I have? 1. So I have 1 10. And then how many ones do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So my number is 17. If you got the number 17, give yourself a thumbs up. You did a great job. Kiss your brain one time. Good job, boys and girls. Okay, let's look over on this side. Now we're going to decompose this number. So we're going to look at the number 14. And in the number 14, I can break that into tens and ones. So in the number 14, I have a 10. And then, so it's 10 and what's my other number? 4. Very good. So I have 10. There's my 10. And then I would have 4 left over. So 4 ones. Good job. Let's look at our next one. The number is 16. Excellent. All right. In my bubble, when I break it apart, I get a 6. But what number is missing? What would make that 16? 6 and 10. Excellent job, boys and girls. 10. 10 and 6 makes 16. Or I could say 10 plus 6 equals 16. It's the same thing. Let's look at our last one. Oh, this one doesn't have any numbers in our number bond, does it? No. We only see the answer is 15. So now we have to break this into tens and ones. So if I were going to break 15 into tens and ones, how would I write that? Good. 10 and 5. Because I have a 10 and then I have 5 left over. A 10 and a 5 makes 15. We can also read that as 10 plus 5 equals 15. Very good, boys and girls. Okay, you worked hard this morning and you are ready to go and you are ready to get your day started. Keep practicing on your counting. Count by ones to 100. Count by tens to 100. And then I want you to count by fives to 100. Oh, let's see if we can do that together. And I'm going to clap my hands to count by fives. Are you ready? Let's do it together. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. Excellent job. So you're going to practice today on your own, counting by ones to 100, by tens to 100, and count by fives to 100, okay? Then I want you to read a book and retell that story to somebody at home. Have a great day.